Have you ever accused anyone or been accused of losing the plot? I'm sure it's something you've heard, maybe even recently. There was that Scottish MP who went down to London and then went back again, even though she knew she was COVID positive. There's even an American president who's been accused once or twice of losing the plot. And I think it's the sort of thing that happens when somebody loses all idea of what something is about. You know, like if you turn up to a football match just wearing a pair of swimming trunks, somebody might say to you, "You've lost the plot." I think it's appropriate to this gospel in two ways, because first of all, those tenants had been given a great opportunity. It must have been a big vineyard because it had a tower and its own wine press. And they had the opportunity to manage this vineyard and to get the benefits of its fruits. But they didn't own it. It wasn't theirs. The way the story should go is that they pay produce to the owner because it's his. But they lost the plot. And they even killed to try and keep it all for themselves. In fact, they lost the plot in two ways, because it was taken from them, that plot of land. But of course, when Jesus tells this story, he's not telling it because it's about learning about business or agriculture. It's a metaphor for something else. What he's really talking about is what God has given his people, the chosen people. He's given them everything. He's given them their land. He's given them a unique relationship with God and all the opportunities that those things can bring them. Grace and blessings that are abundant. And what he's saying is that these people have lost all idea of what God wants and intends. And what they've done through their laws and their practices is tried to keep all that produce, all that fruit for themselves. And Jesus says, this vineyard will be taken from you and given to others who will do as the Lord wills. Now, it'd be easy for us to think, weren't they stupid to lose that great gift from God? But what about us? What have we done as his church with what God has given to us? And I think when we look around, sometimes we can make the same mistake. Sometimes in our churches we think, this is all ours. This is for us. It's my church, my mass, my time. I come on a Sunday, I get my grace, and I go home again. And don't anyone dare to change anything. That would be us losing the plot. Because actually, if we want to know what God is about, if we want to know his plot, then it's here. It's in the scriptures. He tells us how we can be blessed. He tells us what his story is, and ours too. And what we're called to as members of his people is to spread the good news. The fruit that God wants is for us to share this good news with others, and especially to share it with those who are fragile, who are weak, who are in need. That is God's plan for us. And we will only truly be blessed when we embrace his story, when we make sure that we are part of that plot, which is God's.